Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? Hey, what's on your mind? Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? Tell me, what's on your mind? Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Hey, tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your topic, sir? You ready to go, Jen?
Yes.
You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? Hey, what's on your mind? Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? Tell me, what's on your mind? Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Hey,
You know you love me. Hey, gatekeepers. I'm sorry that I'm late, but as you know, Thursday is my most busiest day of the week. So just be glad that I'm here. First off, let me say to those who are listening in the replay that if you want to skip ahead about 7 to maybe 8 and 10 minutes, I don't know, then it will get you right to where the review may start if it takes that long. I know yesterday I had a comment that it takes me too long to start. I'm sorry, baby, but what we do over here is that we hang out with the people first. We acknowledge the people who come here every day because they ain't have to come here every day. So we shouts out our people over here. We can shout you out too. Just come on through so I can give you your official welcome over here down to the comments. Okay. All right. So it's okay. It's all right. Just fast forward if you want to, and that's where it's going to start. Let me just go on and say, hey, gatekeepers, happy Thursday. Welcome back to Beyond the Gates Unlocked. Thank you for joining me right here on the So What You Think channel for today's recap of Beyond the Gates. And if you're building, go ahead and hit the like. If you're in the building, go ahead and hit the like button right now. It helps the channel. The more you know, the more I appreciate you for it. I want you to go. Come on, let me appreciate you. Hit the like button for me. In fact, I'm going to pause for a second and hit the like button myself on my other device so that I am now compliant. Shout out to my amazing moderators holding it down in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, to the rest of the gang. And of course, welcome to my gatekeepers watching live, my replay crew, and everybody listening later on. I see you all. Now listen, today is Thursday. And baby, I have a lot to say about something you ain't going to be expecting. And what is it, Catherine? I'm telling you right now, baby, she wasn't on the show, but she was on the show for me today, and I don't care who don't like it. So get ready to get the typing and complaining down in the comments, because here's the thing. I ain't going to respond to it till tomorrow. See, here's the deal. Today, you can drop your comments if you want, but you can't come up and talk about nothing until tomorrow. We ain't going to really talk about it until tomorrow, because I'm sure after I get through breaking this down, some of you ain't going to like it, and some of you going to have a lot to say. But tomorrow you can give me your full counters and opinions, but it's tomorrow. So I do hope, and I got all my toes crossed, that tomorrow night's live is sponsored, because if it is, we are opening up the panel and y'all can come back and tell me exactly how you feel about what I got to say today. And what I got to say today is a lot, and I don't care. I don't care who don't like it. I don't care. I don't care. So if you ever thought about sponsoring a live tomorrow night, will be a great time to do it, because I already know the opinions are going to be strong. All right, gatekeepers, go ahead and get comfortable. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the membership if you haven't yet. And let's get into it. I'm about to read the comments, so make sure you're talking in the chat, because we're going behind the gates right now.
Who's that typing in the comments?
I'll tell you who's typing in the comments. Give me 1 second, please.
Okay, here we go, guys. Let's see who's down here typing in the comments. First is Miss Lil. Miss Lil says, "Good evening, Miss Jen, gatekeepers, and to the mods. Hello to you." Erica J says, "Hello, Miss Jen mods, and to the BTG family." Hey, Erica J. Belinda Hill, who is our officer of the like button, says, "Hello, Miss Jen, Tony Lynn, Elaine T, gatekeepers and mod squad. Happy Fish Fry Friday Eve." And of course, I hit the like button on my way in. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's see who else is down here. She says, "Gatekeepers and viewers watching, remember to hit the like button on your way in. We appreciate you for doing so." Raven Maniac says, "Hello, fellow gatekeepers, Miss Jen and Mod Squad. I'm over here patiently and poignantly pondering the events of the day as I take my seat. So I will continue to be discreet while sipping my BTGT." Elaine is in the house and says, "Hey, gatekeepers, I cannot join you this evening, but today was so good. Miss Jen, I sent you a preview for next week in your email. I hope you got it." Oh, I didn't see it, but I will look for it. And thank you for that, Elaine, very much. Elaine, they said they were gonna miss you. Yeah, Elaine, we are, because girl, I was looking forward to getting on your nerve, honey. I was. But when you hear it in the recap, I can hear you fussing and arguing right now. "Miss Jen, I don't know, Miss Jen." Well, baby, you better be ready to come up here and say it tomorrow. Let's see. Myrtle Tensler's in the house also and says, "Hey, Miss Jen, gatekeepers and mods." Hey, Myrtle. Below Didi's in the house and says, "Hey, gatekeepers, Miss Jen and the mods. Hello to you too." Let's see. Peggy says, "Hello, everyone. Miss Jen, KB Mommy, Belinda Hill, Linda Bias, and Linda's. I'm on time." All right, yay for that. Rhonda Reed says, "Hello, everyone." Hey, Rhonda. And KB Mommy sends greetings to So What You Think, Linda, Dee Dee, Destiny. Did I miss somebody? Okay, your Tony Lynn, Sister Officer Belinda Hill, and her boo Elaine T, and her good friend Bailiff Raven Maniac. We are good, Miss Jen. Just sitting, letting the tea seep. Oh, just get ready, because I'm telling you, you're not about to see where I'm coming from today. But oh, y'all gonna get this work, okay? All right, now everybody speaking, everybody. I like that y'all do that. We gonna make it a family. Okay, we're at the 8-minute mark, so let's get into it, okay? And let's unlock these gates and see what had happened today beyond the gates. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. All right, here we go. Let me make sure I'm on the stage. I am. All right, so let's get into it. Get up to my pictures. Give me a second. Boom, there we go. All right, so Anita, Samantha, and Pickleface, meaning that who always got, because she always got a sour look on her face, so I'm gonna have to call her Pickleface for that. Not that she look like no pickle, but she be looking like, she's a cute lady. Don't get me twisted, but she always got that pickle face on, looking like she done sucked on something sour. So anyway, that's Tyrell's little girlfriend, Jessica, and they're all down to the country club trying to have themselves a little conversation, and probably done had them a little lunch while she got her little Birkin bag on the table. We see you, Nita. But anyway, Samantha was saying how she don't have a date yet, and she was like, "Well, I guess Bad Bunny wasn't available." Girl, Bad Bunny too old for you, but anyway, she was like, "Bad Bunny wasn't available," and Nita says, "Oh, you mean Benito Ontario?" And the little girl looked at her like, "You know Bad Bunny's real name?" And she was like, "Girl, you don't know who all my granny know." I'm like, "You sure don't," because her granny is like I done told y'all, she's like a Diana Ross, a Patti LaBelle. She know everybody, okay? She know everybody. Mariah Carey, everybody. So she's like, "Yeah, I know," like it wasn't a big deal, okay? And she seemed impressed by that, okay? They noticed that there's a table behind them staring at them, and Anita said, "Oh, they must have never seen a woman look this good with their hair cut short." I was like, "Girl, and you know it, because I know they about to get started up in this country club, but girl, we here, we ready." Okay. So Samantha still don't have a date on escort, and she seems fine with that. But old Pickleface gonna say to her, "Well, maybe you could take Nathan." She was like, "Girl, nobody thinking about Nathan. Y'all know who Nathan is. Nathan's that little light-skinned Usher Raymond little boy, the one who had tried to get her to do wrong." She said, "I ain't thinking about him. I ain't checking for him." I'm so proud of you for that, Samantha girl, because you got some good sense so far. So far. So Anita said, "But whatever's going on, you guys need to step it up." because time is a ticking, and we got to find out who's escorting you up in this place, girl. I wonder who her date gonna be. Wouldn't it be interesting if they had a celebrity come on and do it? Wouldn't it though? Now Martin and Vernon have gotten together since Anita is gone with the kids over to the country club. Martin wanted some alone time with him anyway. He said, "I wonder why." Now, flat out, Nicole is being fast. Nicole is being fast. She is. She on the meet up with Dr. Rollins and flirting down in her come get me dress. They take a booth. Let the games begin. Hey, Jasmine. Now, Joy has brought Vanessa to his abode. I have that vase that's over there on the floor. Let me tell you a quick story. So, I had seen that vase at this store. I forgot what the name of it was at the time. It was something like a Marshalls or TJ Maxx, but I forget the name of the store now. But anyway, AJ Wright. That's what it was. AJ Wright. I see this vase and I grab it and stick it in my cart, right? So this lady was like, "Oh my God, I was just about to get that." I was like, "Girl, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's in my living room right now." But then I was going to consign it. So I took it to the consignment shop. Then my mama was like, "Girl, what's wrong with you? You took that base up there. You better get back up and get that thing. I want it." So I go back and tell the people, "Give me my base back," because my mama wanted it. So I bring it home. The great thing is, since I lost everything I owned in the fire, this is actually one piece that I own that I had for many years. So anyway, that just made me feel like, oh, that's my base. Anyway, but whoever that lady is, girl, I told you, y'all, you wasn't gonna get this vase, not this vase. But anyway, so he done finally brought Vanessa home to his house, and it's a nice little house. It is. I mean, I'm sure there's other rooms in there, but this is cute. It's a male. It's cute. They did their thing for what they did. I guess I don't know. I mean, the fire pit is nice in the middle of. I don't know. What y'all think about it? Did y'all like it? It's all right. I don't know. It's okay. I mean, but I like it. I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, what had happened was he finally brought her in there, and she's like, "I've always been curious about what your house is like." And he's like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah, but it's just as I expected it. It's masculine, sophisticated, less modern than most men would do. And it's a perfect reflection of you." I'm going to tell you one thing. One thing Vanessa know how to do is get her rap on. She do. Vanessa know how to put that rap down. She know how to match somebody. Do she not? Because she do. We all better take some notes. Now, hold on. Did I miss a pic? Hold on. I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anything here. Sometimes my notes get to running together. Okay, so Mona and Joan meet at Uptown. I don't know how I missed this picture. But anyway, Mona and Jan, I'm sorry, because I wrote down Joan. Mona and Jan met at Uptown. And Jan fills Mona in on the tea with Vanessa. And Mona and so they start talking about how Joey been over there hanging over to Vanessa's house. And she was like, he been over there regular, girl. But he's a good house guest. He don't be leaving around too much. He really don't. He don't leave no crumbs or nothing. He don't even leave fingerprints on the glasses. She was like, he can't because he a criminal. He a criminal. So they both had a laugh about that. So then Mona was like, "Girl, I don't know what's going on with Nicole. Nicole left out of there today with this hoochie coochie dress on. Child. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how to call it." So then Jan was like, "You a little old fashioned girl," which I can't lie. You is looking old fashioned in this necklace. I'm gonna have to get on this necklace today. Girl, that necklace looked like that necklace that doctor wore up there in that doctor's office when she came up there to see Haley. And I told y'all it didn't look professional. And girl, this necklace here screams I'm a church girl. Not that it's wrong with anything with being that, but I'm just saying, girl, you need to lighten up your look a little bit, girl. And another thing, wardrobe department, do the chunky people, must the chunky people not have no sassiness about their look? Or is this supposed to be just because she be acting uptight? Because if she keep messing around with who I think she about to hook up with, we're going to talk about it later. Then girl, your whole look about to change. And I am changing. Watch what I tell you. Girl, you about to take that necklace and toss it across the room. Annie is. Anyway, she said, hold on. I gotta turn this sideways to see what I wrote. She said Nicole is acting the way she is because Ted cheated on her. But now she's like some phoenix rising from the ashes. I was like, she sure is, child. Speaking of which, Dr. Man wants to know. He notices the changes that Nicole has made, and she was like, "I'm glad that you're part of the change." I was like, "Okay, you know what? Being fast gonna cost you, girl. Being fast gonna cost you." She was like, "I got a few questions for you." She was like, "Okay, I'll answer them as soon as I come back from the washroom." So then she walked out. Ted and Shanice walked up in there, right? So then Shanice was like, "Oh, they go Dr. Fine." Then she was like, "What you doing up in here? You know you far too fine to be here by yourself." And Ted kind of looked at her like, "Come what now?" And I was like, "You heard her. I heard her. Did y'all hear? Because I know you heard her. You standing right there. We looking through the TV. I know you heard her. Called a man fine right to your face." So then while they're talking, then Nicole walked back up and she was like, "Are you by yourself?" And she's like, "No, he's not. We're on a date." And she was like, "Oh, Nicole." And she was like, "Yes, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty." Miss Nasty Duprees, girl. I'm like, "Okay, Miss Jackson." Girl, you just being faced today. And was. It was. Now, Joey, hold on. Okay, hold on. I don't know how I missed this picture, so I'm gonna have to go back to this. Okay, Joey has fixed. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, Joey fixed some food for Vanessa. It was some ropa vieja, which was some sauteed, some Cuban steak sauteed in some pepper tomato sauce. He was like, I had to marinate it all night and then cook it real slow. You had to be patient to eat this. Child, y'all men know y'all be messing up the meal. Can y'all just make some chicken and some salmon and some mashed potatoes and put some spinach next to it? And can we just eat and move on, please, my Lord, today? But anyway, he's making her feel all relaxed and she feeling all good up in his house. And I'm like, man, girl, I guess. She was enjoying herself. That's all that really mattered. I don't really care about them today because I got to get down with why I'm about to get up on Cat, baby. I'm about to tear Cat up today. I'm going to tear Catherine up today, baby. Y'all just hold on. So anyway, Anita and her new hairdo at the country club with these chairs discussing the cotillion. And this little tight-faced gal here was being all, I just don't understand. She was being a wet blanket in training. I just don't understand what the whole point of it is. All of this pomp and circumstance, and the class distinction. So Anita went to break it down to her again about the importance of it. And, you could really grow to be your own woman. And, you're letting the world know that you are here and you are proud and you are beautiful. And that's why you guys are pledging to these organizations to help with things now, because that's what you're going to continue to do. Samantha's got the clinic, and Jessica has chosen hers. And Anita tells the girls that she hopes one of them will be crowned Platinum Deb at the ball. And then Miss Anastasia walked up there and tells her, they don't have a prayer to be crowned because my granddaughter is a shoe-in. And there is not a doggone thing Anita Duprees can do about it. Now, Anastasia, Anita may have cancer, but that don't mean she can't stomp on the gauntlet you just threw down, honey. The gatekeepers and Anita, we all accept your bougie challenge, sis. We all accept your challenge. Because I know you did not up in here today. Not to Miss Duprees. Girl, you better not. Well, now, I had to go back to the same picture, but I'm going to have to. Okay. Well, now, Mona. Hold on, I want to make sure I don't miss nothing. Okay, I did miss something. Okay, so Vernon, y'all, I don't really care about this. Okay, so Martin want Vernon to help with the thing, and you ain't got to help with the thing because we know you busy trying to help Graham with the thing. And so if you have time for the thing, then fine. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now Mona and Jan chat on, and they are glad Nicole is doing her thing. Who wouldn't want to roll around with Dr. Rollins and Carlton? Rah, rah, rah. Did y'all hear that when she said, the way she put it though, she said Carlton and Dr. Rollins. Rah. Is it me? Well, did that come from over here? Because, girl, I know you said it wrong in the script. I know the script said. I know that the script had said Dr. Rollins and Carlton. Rah. I I bet you. Because that ain't just happened by happenstance. Okay. You know that came from over here, the gatekeepers. Y'all can have anything you want from over here, honey. Anything you want. Next, I want y'all to get on Ted and that gold chain with that neck meat. Okay? Showing all that chocolatey goodness, glistening with that chain all up on that neck meat he got. You know, the chocolate brown neck meat he got. So somebody throw that in the script too, okay? But anyway, she was like, who would want to roll around with Dr. Rollins and Carlton? Wrong. But Mona don't see her dropping it low every place and so fast. She don't like that with too many people. It's too much. But Jan feels that they should cheer her on and not judge her. But you know Mona gonna judge, girl. Mona gonna judge a little bit. Now Shanice compliments Nicole on her dress. And Nicole says she gonna need an air tag to put it on Ted, because everywhere she go, here come Ted with a date when she on a date. Okay? So now Shanice said that they would go back over to the bar, which is what they was about to do, right? But don't you know Ted didn't move. Instead, he got in Nicole's business. And so let me make sure I got the right picture. I'm gonna use this one. He got all up in Nicole's business. And he said, what he gonna say? That's what Ted said right in front of his date. He says, I thought you and Carlton were a thing. At least that's what Carlton thinks. And then he looks at Dr. McDreamy in the eye when he said it. So Nicole informed him that she lives openly and everybody know about everything, okay? Everybody know about everybody up in here, okay? Because I lives openly. I don't be ducking and hiding like you be doing. He know about him and he know about him. Everybody know about everybody, okay? Not that it's your business, sir. I was like, ooh, ouch. But then she said, now see, I know you said this for Shanice. She said, see, since we in each other's business, let's get into it, okay? So then she said, what I am, though, is not looking for anything formal. Because I know that I'm not ready for anything near a commitment because I'm newly out of a marriage. Ooh, did y'all, Shanice, girl, she talking to you. She talking to you. And then Kyle gonna pick up the piece and keep running with it. He gonna grab the thing and he gonna keep running with it, right? And he said, oh, Shanice, by the way, thanks for hooking us up. So nice of you. And see, Ted ain't know that. Ooh, she checked your woman, and then he checked you. See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Baby, they passed that baton to each other beautifully. I'ma read her. He said, and get back, I'ma read him. I'm gonna let you know that the woman you up in here with introduced me to yours, because I bet you ain't know that. He was like, bet you didn't know that. Don't you know that? I bet you didn't know that. Ebony eyes. It was too cute. Now, Anastasia then went low. So Anita tried to go high-low, but since this chick wanted, she went on and let her have it. So anyway, the chick went too far. Just like a grown-up version of Cat would be if she goes unchecked, this chick started running her mouth about Anita's family putting their name all up in her mouth as she low-rated Anita. I'm sorry, let me put the right picture on the screen. I'm sorry, hold on. So Anastasia Jr. in training. Here come Anastasia Sr. over there to run her mouth at Anita. talking to her like she do the cat. Now I know y'all gonna say it's not the same because of what Eva did. I ain't talking about what Eva did. I'm talking about how this chick be talking to people and talking down to people. And y'all saying she gonna grow out of it. Did Anastasia grow out of it? No, she did not. You know why? Because it went unchecked. Because it went unchecked. And unless we check Cat, a family check Cat, she gonna grow up to be an Anastasia. So I'm gonna leave a picture here while I talk about what Anastasia did. Okay. So Anastasia took her tail over there and she gonna say, uh, you gonna try to stand toe to toe with a woman whose family's blood must be dipped in money? Wait, hold on. She said, Anita didn't come from money, Vernon does. So who thinks Kat will grow out of it again? Did Anastasia? Because she's mirroring. I told y'all this show be mirroring. This show mirrors things. This is Kat's mirror. This is Kat's mirror, in my opinion. This is Kat's mirror. Let's hold it up. Okay. So anyway, what Anastasia Kat has said, Kitty Cat Senior has said, this is what Kitty Cat Senior has said. She said, hold on, because I done got to talking, I lost my place. Hold on. But anyway, she's up here talking about all this old money, looking down on Anita. The chat should be ablaze about now. I know the chat is ablaze. I know it is. I know it's ablaze. But listen, you can say what you got to say about it tomorrow. I hope you'll have your 5 sponsors ready so we can have that live and have that open panel. Because, baby, I mean what I'm saying right now. Okay. Now, here's what was said. Anita had just told the girls how elegant and how full of sisterhood the event is. And now she's torn down by this Cat Singh right here. She told her, she says, you don't know the real of the event because you ain't never done nothing but attended. You never wore the dress nor the gloves. You were never a Deb. But you holding court? And Anita said, with all those lessons, Anastasia, what did you walk away with? Not a piece of decorum. Is that what you're passing down to Francesca? I am Fairmont born and bred, Cat said. Cat Senior said, I'm Fairmont born and bred. Now y'all tell me, now you know what, be for real. Y'all tell me y'all couldn't hear these very words coming out of Cat's mouth. Just try to convince me, because you're not going to. These very words would be coming out of Cat's mouth. They would. I don't want to do too much on y'all too soon, so let me go back up here and put this lady's picture up while she was running her mouth. Being an elitist. She said, I am Fairmont born and bred. Insult me and you're insulting Vernon. Nita said, my husband used his privilege to help others. And Stacia said, that's where he found you scraping and gyrating and hustling. Don't this sound like, am I crazy? Do these sound like words would be coming out of Cat's mouth when she talking to Eva or anybody else that's beneath her? But anyway, child. He found you scraping and gyrating and hustling. I have to go to another page because it got so good I had to do that, but hold on. Like a commoner. Nita cut her off and said, like a common Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award winning triple threat, aka an EGOT, of which there's only been 22 so far in real life. She ain't even had to go into American Music Awards or MTV Awards or NAACP Awards, keys to cities and whatnot and whatnots. She ain't got time to list all that. Anita said, I don't dabble, I dominate. And old girl said, without Vernon, you, your daughter, your granddaughter, and most assuredly your great-granddaughter, who ain't got a drop of Dupree blood. And the little girl was sitting right there. Dude, that's not something some cat do. Cat do, you know? That's what Cat be doing. That's why I said if Cat don't get checked, Cat gonna be this. Because this what happened when don't nobody check you. You become Anastasia. But anyway, she said your granddaughter ain't got a drop of Dupree blood. I mean, just dirty, just nasty, just so bougie, so uh, elite, so upper crust. She doesn't have a drop of Dupree blood. You wouldn't even be allowed inside the gates, let alone the ranks of polite society. Baby, when I tell you we would have been fighting, we would have been fighting. Yeah, maybe that is Cat's mama. This might be Cat's mama. Because, baby, you ain't going to tell me this ain't how Cat be getting down. You ain't about to tell me this ain't how Cat be talking. Look what I told y'all about this girl mouth. But since the show likes to mirror things, such as everybody was up in arms about Vanessa having her a low-down man, I bet you Nicole's man going to be low-down. Now Mona is half grinning in a low-down. Who else has got them a low-down? Oh, well, Leslie, but Leslie low-down, so it don't really matter. They be mirroring things. Nicole was too good for Danny had such a life. Now Nicole is kind of imitating her. This show mirrors things. Y'all better come on with it. It ain't about favorites. I like to follow the writing of the show. Get with it. Get into it. Okay. Now Vanessa is checking on wait a minute. Vanessa is so in love that she decides that she will move in with Joey. We don't really care today, girl. We got bigger fish to fry. Now Shanice is checking on Ted. Because Ted can't keep his eyes from over there. Because his wife is over there kikiing, got a leg all out, got that little bit of leg out and everything. Shoulder hanging out. Kissing and carrying on. And Ted can't hardly take it. Ted, you got your eye in the wrong place. So then Shanice told him, she's like, have you really moved on? He was like, first of all, you really hooked them up and you didn't tell me. She was like, what I had to tell you for? She don't belong to you. Nobody got to tell you nothing. I was like, you know what, Shanice? You better let them know. You better let them know, sis. She ain't got to tell you that. This ain't none of your woman, sir. But then maybe you did introduce them so that you could slide in there, girl. But hey, that's your business, girl. That's your business. But she had to let him know. She says, listen, I didn't come over here for you to be worried about that little freakum dress that your ex-wife got on over there. Neither did I put on these lashes and these high heel shoes for you to have your eyeballs over there. And then what Ted gonna do? Look over there again. Look right over there again. I was like, child, see, this is the reason why the gatekeepers be having problems with you right here. Because you don't be knowing how to act. Okay, let me put this here because I got to come back to this paper. Hold on. Because I don't want it to fall. Okay. All right. Now, Vernon wants to be involved. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? But Martin don't really want to do what he want him to do, which is have boots on the ground. He's like, no, I'd rather do it electronically and do it from online. He's like, you ain't gonna be able to do it that way. You can't have your cake and eat it too. But I was like, let him try, child. Let him try, because we got other things to do. I done told y'all. Now, Anita decided that was enough, and she done stood up this time so she can give her the full on. Let me give it to you. So this full-grown cat, she lets her have it because she said it's long overdue to get some things straight. And she done got up so she could tell her. And baby, we standing up right behind you. We the gatekeepers is behind you, girl. We got your back, girl. We got your back. And a sock full of quarters in case you should need them, girl. Now, Jan is on the phone with Owen. Oh, Owen. You drove here 3 hours. Owen. Girl, who is Owen going to turn out to be? Bring Owen on up in here so we can see who on in. Owen better be worth looking at when you get him. Is he the impaler? We don't know. But no, he 3 hours away, so he can't be the impaler. But bring him on. We need to see who Owen is. Okay? Is that going to be Bill Daddy? I mean, who is it? Is he going to be black? Is he white? What is it, girl? We need you to bring him in here. Let's see. But anyway, she's all in her feels because Owen done drove 3 hours to come up there and come see her. So she's giddy about that there. And where am I at on this? Hold on. I'm trying to find my notes because I looked away. Lord. Okay, Martin, Anita, Jan. Okay. So she tells Mona that she wants her to meet her somebody too. And I said to myself, this is what I wrote down at the time. I said, yeah, but who's coming? Ooh, if y'all haven't seen this yet, y'all about to grab y'all pearls up in here when y'all find out. Watch and see what I tell you. Oh Lord, these two, I don't even know what they was talking about. She was sitting on his lap telling my son, I think the dangers of moving in there. He was like, you know, my enemies gonna be able to get in here, put their hands on you, and they're gonna know how important you are to me. She was like, I don't care. I just want to be with you, Joy. I want to be where you are. Oh, I'm like, well, go on be with him then, because I told you we got bigger fish to fry. Now, Ted says it's the kid, and that's really all it is the connection between him and his ex-wife. But Shanice reminds him of how Nicole has indeed put you in the rearview mirror. You see her over there with her leg crossed, the he with that man over there, she ain't thinking about you. She don't want you, she don't want you, she don't want you no more. Okay? So he's like, yeah, you're right, but I just want you to know I ain't thinking about nobody but you. I don't want nobody but you. She says, good, because she over there walking in her power. And Ted is like, I would hate to think that I had anything to do with the way that she's acting now because she's acting out. And now I'm feeling, you know what, see, when somebody started this stuff, I don't know. I feel like I'm responsible. I feel like I need to say something because I feel like she acting like that because somebody. And you know what this mean, don't you? This mean he about to go over to Nicole's house and talk. And they probably going to end up lip locking. And then you going to be in trouble with Shanice. Watch, see what I did. I can't wait to see the previews tomorrow. Ooh, I can't wait to see next week's previews because I know they about to be on fire. Now, uh, question though for the chat. If your ex was somewhere where you was at and they was over there making kissy face and stuff, would you be looking over there? I mean, I would think out of curiosity, you just looking like, look at this fool over here. Look at this girl believing what this fool says. She don't even know he crazy. Girl, you don't even know what come after that. I already know how this whole play go. I done seen the whole play and wrote the thing myself. Hold on 1 second, guys. But would your eyes wander over there? Mine will wander, but it ain't about to break up my date, though. I ain't gonna be looking that hard. I'm gonna look, but I ain't gonna be leering. Now, Anita gets this grown kitty cat together. They go at it. She told her, I might not have been born with a silver spoon in my mouth or up my butt like you. And she was like, of course. Of course. There it is. There it is. Okay. She was like, of course, once she's done. So listen, what I'm saying is just like Kat does. See, she done stood there and said all that nasty stuff. You done talked about this girl's grandkids. You done talked about her. You done called her low account, no account. You done tried to throw her husband in the mix. You done said all that. And then when Anita say something back to you about you having a silver spoon up your tail, then now it's like, oh, look at there. There's the real Anita Williams. Didn't call her Dupree. Did y'all pick that up? She called her Anita Williams. Like, there's the real Anita Williams. Now, see, Heifer, don't knock on nobody's door. Don't knock on nobody's door and ring nobody's bell if you don't want them to answer. Okay? You called for Anita Williams, you got her. You asked for it, you got it. Anastasia. So since you went low, Anita was like, well, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to go low with you too, baby. Here we go. Okay? So Anita started braiding up her hair, the little bit she had left, put on her sneakers and Vaseline on her face, and she was ready to meet you for the fight, baby. And the fight got started. Ding, 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 ding. Kat Sr. was not ready. Kat Sr. was not ready. She was not. Anita said, I've earned my place beyond the gates with dignity, integrity, and heart and grace. And we pass that on in blood and deed to our children and our grandchildren and our great grandchildren. And we may not pass your 23andMe purity test. You and your bald-headed granddaughter. She ain't said she was bald-headed because the girl did have a hair full of head. But for intents and purposes and info, she bald-headed today. You and your bald-headed granddaughter. We may not have all that 23andMe y'all got. But we are all the kind of people who have done something with our privilege and opportunity. I was like, okay, girl. Mm, mm. She was reading. Anita was reading. She was reading. She asked her, where you get these traits you developed from, huh? She said, my family was given charity when you were still a charity. Don't this sound like Cat? My family was giving charity when you were still a charity. Anita said, well, just crown yourself the queen of mean. Is that what that makes you, the queen of mean? Huh, girl? And Anastasia hit her with a slow clap. That's all you got, Miss Egot? She should have said, that's Mrs. Egot to you, ma'am. Mrs. Egot Dupree, as a matter of fact. She starts walking away and says, I would call for a standing ovation, but this isn't showtime at the Apollo. This is Fairmont Crest. Girl, you sound just like Cat. You sound just like, baby, tomorrow y'all can be ready to bring all you need to bring. I ain't responding. You can write what you want down. I ain't responding to nothing. Because I meant what I see. This is Cat if Cat goes unchecked. This is Cat's mouth right now as a little girl in her early 20s. This how Cat get down right now. Berating the folks. Calling folks ain't nothing. And you can say she just does it to Eva, but that's a lie. This is how Catherine talk. How did Catherine get in and she wasn't even in the episode today? Because somebody is mirroring Catherine. And I'm going to talk about it. I am. Mm-hmm. Now, when she said that she would call for a standing ovation, but this wasn't showtime at the Apollo, this is Fairmont Crest, Anita should have said, Heifer, I know what this is. Do you see my father-in-law's picture over the mantle over there? My husband's family built this place, boo. Or are you blind, boo? Do you see his picture over there? My father-in-law's picture over there. So I definitely know where we stand. Do you know where you stand? She said something like, divas aren't welcome here. That's what the Anastasia told Anita. Divas aren't welcome here. And Anita asked if she's looked in the mirror. Girl, if she do look in the mirror, she ain't no diva. Yeah, the kids was looking over. In fact, Samantha got up to get her a better seat because she didn't want to miss nothing. And the thing is, evidently, they talking loud enough because everybody in the room is in the business, just like we would be. You should be. If I was sitting in there, my eyeballs would be over there too. They would. They definitely would. I wouldn't be missing a drippity drop of this tea. I'd be patiently and pondering. Patiently pondering, baby. I would. With their nose themselves down to the country club. Now, okay, so because they went to commercial, they came back. So then Nasty Mouth Cat Senior said, you may have tipped the scales for Nicole, Naomi, and Cat, but do not expect a four-peat. That crown belongs to a thoroughbred, not you, not your Samantha. It is Francesca Belclair's to have. And again, the little girl was sitting right there. Tell me this ain't Catherine. Tell me this ain't the kind of mess Cat do. Cat do this kind of mess. Cat talk like that. Cat act just like this. That's why I want Catherine to change. This is why I want to see Cat change. I don't want to see Cat become like this woman. But right now she is in training. If you tell me if we bag up time that Anastasia ain't Cat, because let's not act like Anastasia ain't got family that don't love her and admire her and she ain't got friends. She got that. But if this mess goes unchecked, then we got to deal with Catherine being this kind of character for the rest of the show, and I don't want it for her. Will you remember that I said that part? Probably not. But oh well, I'll remind you tomorrow. Don't worry. But at either rate, The girl said, don't expect no four-peat because my granddaughter, Francesca Belclaire, is the one who's going to have that. No Dupree will stand in the way of that. And then Nita said, if that's the lens you have chosen to see it in, my dear, then may the best matriarch win. Anita stepped toward her, just touching her hair. And baby, she thought Anita was about to hit her. She jumped back. She was like, oh my God. I was like, girl, you thought you was hit, didn't you? You thought she hit you, didn't you, girl? I know you did, girl. But she ain't touched the hair on your chin, girl. So calm down, girl. She was just touching her hair. So then she went over there and stood over here, over there when she was talking the rest of this mess. She went and stood over there. She got out the way, okay? Anastasia went running, and the girls was laughing. So Anita told the girl, she said, that's exactly, Jessica said, now that's exactly why I don't want to be no debutante. And Anita was like, girl, don't look at this through the lens of that woman crazy, because that's just her and whatever. Everybody ain't got to be like that. That's not what it is. I want you to focus on something else other than that face. I was like, and I heard that, okay. Now things are going well, blah, 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 with Martin and his family. He don't want to shake that up. So he wants to do things the way he's doing them. Because if he could, he would freeze time. If I could send time in a bottle. He don't want to change nothing. He just want to leave it like it is. Now, Nicole got her butt over here sucking face all over the place in Uptown. Let's hope she don't end up with child. Girl, I would fall out. I would fall out. But anyway, child, you need to calm down. Shanice ends up telling Ted, let's go. So they go back to his place. They trying to settle in. He giving her compliments and kisses. And then he said that he been thinking about her all night. She was like, now see, you done messed up my grooves. Yeah, don't disturb this groove. You done disturbed the groove, child. She was like, because you ain't been thinking about me all night long, because I had to tell you to take your mind from across the table over there at skinny leg with the arm out. Then you just done messed up the thing. I was like, she ain't lying, though, Ted. She ain't lying. Now, Mona is at Orpha Jeans, and Big Arm Andy, Randy, because you know Randy got some big arm, baby. You know, them leather jackets always be fighting for their life every time his arm come. They be like, oh, my God, we ain't going to be able to breathe. Here come Andy, here come Randy, them big arm. But anyway, Randy coming there with them big old arms, baby, squeezing up in that leather coat, thick neck. He got all that. Randy got all that. Thick neck, all that. He got all that. Chocolate and goodness, he got all that. But anyway, she looks over there like, girl, you know what, Mama? See, you just got through talking all that stuff. But you look over here and see Randy. You over here grinning just like the lady was and waiting to exhale, who was going to send that man a plate of pig feet and chicken legs and everything else. She was of mashed potatoes and cornbread and macaroni and cheese and tater pie. Girl, you over there acting just like her right now. You know you is. Look at you. Look at you, just thirsty girl. But what I would like to do is advise you to take this great big necklace off. I done told you we don't like this necklace, but if you're trying to be flirtatious, that necklace says stay away. I don't know. To me, ask the men. Do y'all like that kind of necklace on them? I don't like that. I think this says, I'm uptight. So, girl, please take this necklace off. And wardrobe, can we please get her some more cutified clothes to wear? Okay? Because this is a very pretty lady. Mona is very pretty, honey. Very pretty. Okay, and can we young and hip her up just a little bit? Y'all got to in hip, really long sweater and stuff. Why we got to do all that? Don't do that. Let her wear her stuff. Anyway, she was like, excuse me, ain't you the one who told that man to take your hands off NASA? And he said, yeah. She was like, it's just funny that someone like you could be a hero and you working for Joey. I was like, girl, you know he worked for Joey. Girl, I ain't know you knew he worked for Joey. But you know he worked for Joey and you over here grinning. Because Mona, you know you won't. Oh, you want you some Randy, girl. Look at that. Look. Look how he was looking. Look how he was looking. Randy was looking at her like, grab my ears. Like Martin used to tell Gina, grab my ears. Child, you better. Okay, but anyway, Mona over there trying to get her rap on the slide. Is it me? Or is it, because that's what I was saying. Mona was trying to get her fur on. That's what I was saying. I don't know what y'all was saying. That's what I was saying. But anyway, Mona over here looking at Can on. I was like, okay, Mona, you ain't over here just talking about saving lives and thick thighs. Girl, you go here talking to him because you want to be talking, girl. You want to be starting something. But anyway, She was like, how do you work for him? And he was like, well, and I was like, what you said, speak up, because we can't really hear you now. He was like, well, I do try to do what I can do, and I do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help a lady. I wouldn't leave a lady in distress. She was like, I bet he watching me when I walk away. Is he watching me? Yeah, he watching me. Yeah. Girl, we see you. And he looking. Randy looking. Let us find out you like him thick, Randy. Now, do y'all want this for her? Why do let me tell you something. Let's just have this quick conversation. What is it about a bad boy? We all like a bad boy, a little bit of a bad boy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of the bad boy. She giving Mary Kay on the side. Woo! You on purpose. You ain't lying. You right on. And you know what? You right on time with. You right on time with that. She is looking like Mary Kay. I just need to sell 4 more kits and I'm gonna get that pink Cadillac. Y'all so terrible. Y'all so terrible. Ooh, y'all so terrible. Y'all terrible. Okay, but anyway, I want to see her come in something cute. If they go on a date, please let her be looking curt. Let her be looking curt. Not cute, but curt. Let her be looking curt. I mean, sassy, a little bit of thigh right there and everything, because thick thighs do be saving lives. They do. Nessa and Joya, blah, blah, blah. She sends Nicole a text, says, I hope you're having as good a time as I am. And she was, girl. She was. Look out. Look at over here. She having a good time. She is. Now, hold on. Anita stands up to leave and she gets woozy. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. And the girls are like, "Are you all right?" She's like, "No, I'm good. I just need to splash some water on my face." So she leaves, and as she's walking to go to the bathroom, Anastasia and her whole family was looking at her like, "Oh, what's wrong with Anita?" Girl, y'all gossip so much down there to that country club. And listen, sidebar. It's been a year since I put my application in to be a member at the country club. I haven't heard anything back. And I need y'all to rush my application through so that I may sit at the table, the one closest to the door, so I don't miss anything, the one behind the children right there with the white chairs. I want to sit over there so I can see everything and be in everybody's business. Baby, I would have went over there and helped. I would have went in there and helped Anita tag team, that woman today, baby. I'd have been like, excuse me, is she over here talking junk? Because I'd have been able to tell you all your family why your husband sitting over there with that hair all on his face looking like blah, 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 with that thing tied up on his neck like he Carlton. Did y'all see him? Let me back up. Is this the picture where he in that? That man sitting back there? Hold on. Is he back there? We got that sweater around his neck like he Carlton. I'm like, are you on your way to the tennis course? And even if you was, you look like Carlton. Looking just like Carlton. You and your bald-headed grandbaby. She's like, my baby not bald-headed. She bald-headed for all intents and purposes of this conversation, Anastasia. Okay, anyway. Nicole over there still sucking face with what's his name, right? And he was like, maybe we should move this party on over to my space. And she was like, wait a minute, because girl, he was giving you that, come on and go with me. No. Come on over to my place. Some good, some nice. Come on and go with me. No, I can't go. Come on over to my place. And she said, I can't go over there. I can't go over there because I ain't ready for all of that right now. And then he said, okay, she said, I just need to park things right where they are for a while because I ain't trying to do too much. He don't know that she done already went over there and baked cakes with Carlton. So, girl, I'm glad you made that decision because we don't need you got to run down there and get a pill or nothing for nothing, okay? Because you got the itchy girls thing or nothing. We need you to sit down somewhere, okay? But anyway, she said we need to just slow down and just park it right here for now. He said, okay, well, I tell you what. When you move, I move. And she was like, just like that? When you move, I move. Just like that? He said, I'll wait. When you move, I move. I was like, okay, then. That's what we doing. That's what the children doing then. Okay. Now, Shanice and Ted done come on back over there to her house. And Shanice said she ain't about to be no consolation prize while you waiting on your ex-wife or your girlfriend. I was like, now was she talking about Leslie? She said, while you waiting on your ex-wife or your girlfriend to come back to you. And I was like, girl, did you say Leslie or Nicole? Girl, tell you better not go back with Leslie. Leslie, Laura, Sherry, Dana, Anna, or Lulu, you better not go back to none of them. Not a none of them. She said, but I ain't sitting up here waiting to be no consolation prize. Good for you, girlfriend, because you too cute for that. You ain't got to wait on that. You could have got Carlton, but you let that slide through your fingers for Ted. Girl, did you see Carlton? You know, Carlton be picking people. Carlton be picking people up, girl. Like they on rides at the carnival. Whee! You know. Did you know that? Did you know Carlton be?
So much fun baking cakes. So much fun baking cakes. Whee!
Rah, rah, rah. You could have had that, girl. You could have had that instead, but you were messing around with Ted. You know, Ted do got good neck meat with the gold chain in it. You know, we know. But she said, I ain't trying to sit in here, be your second prize, your booby prize. I ain't trying to be all that. He says, but we good together. You be making me laugh and you brought me back from a dark place. Pause. Anytime I'd never heard of a man telling somebody that a woman that brought him back from a dark place, you got to bring yourself back from a dark place. When somebody else is in charge of you coming out of dark places, child, as soon as they in the light, they run like roaches when the lights come on. They gone. Don't be the raid in somebody's life. Raid! Don't be the raid in somebody's life. Listen what I'm telling you. Listen. And I don't want this for you, Shanice. Now, I think y'all cute together and everything. You could have had. But anyway, right when she was about to change her mind, she looked over there. She was like, what in the monkey foot? And she went over there and grabbed a piece of tissue and picked up that Victoria's Secret. She said, if I'm the only one you want, then who do these raggedy. She said, who do these? Who's these? Because they ain't none of mine. Ted was looking all confused and rated. He was like, we was like, yes, sir, we want answers. Now, we know you ain't got no answers because we the gatekeepers and we know everything. But Shanice don't know that. And I'm sure that Leslie is going to enjoy making sure that you found them. And if you didn't find them, she's going to make sure that you had a chance to look for them. And going to let you know blow by blow what happened, that I was with my Teddy and I left them there red. Did you find them? So I just don't know. Let me check out a couple of these comments before we get ready to get out of here, because I know some of y'all is mad. I don't care, because I meant what I said. I meant what I said. I did. Anastasia is the one-day cat. And Cat is who Anastasia used to be. I meant it. I did. Okay, gonna scroll up and stop. Wherever it stops is where we read. And here we go. Erica J says, yes, Anita kept it classy, but I would have understood if it went a different way. Yes, she could have went on and snatched somebody's hair. Baby, I'd have snatched them frosted tips off right there. I would have. Miss Jen, you was wrong for that. What I did? The mic drop is when Chelsea said Cat was in a mood, and Martin said, and water is wet. What? I didn't even see that. Cat is in a mood and water is wet. He was like, tell me something new. Preacher sister, I hope cat lovers are listening. They listening, but they mad. Run, Shanice, run. Linda says, sorry, she late. That's okay, you here. Maybe Anastasia's cat's mama. Ooh, she nasty. Ain't she, though? Just like Cat. And Leslie. Anastasia is wild. Sound like she had a thing for Vernon back in the day. That, too. You know when them blue bloods get angry that you stole the man that they felt was rightfully theirs. How could Vernon have ever fallen for this woman? I don't care if she was an EGOT, a REGOT, or a DDOT. I am Anastasia. I was really proud of Anita for being so classy in this exchange with Anastasia. Me thinks Anastasia may have had designs on Vernon back in the day. Anita got what acid and Anastasia wanted. Baby, don't let it be that they had no tryst in the past. Even Tyrell's girlfriend was looking all discombobulated and Anna nasty and asinine. You so crazy. Messy Ted needs to mind his business. Owen might live around the corner. Owen saying he driving 3 hours. You know what? That's a point, Erica. That's a point. Tender Teddy Bear got a whole lot of explaining to do about the surprise package that was planted behind that pillow, which he won't be able to explain with pillow talk. He might be able to explain it with pillow talk. Sometimes pillow talk be pillow talking. When Samantha moved, I got nervous. I was like, ooh, Samantha got out the way like, ooh, Grand might knock her out. Let me move. All of it was a nasty zinger. But Anastasia, you could have very well took all these words out of her mouth and implanted them to a cat talking to Eve, been the same thing, or cat talking to anybody that she feels is beneath her. I'm telling you, one day, baby, this is how she gonna dress Tomas down.
I reached beneath me and gave you the opportunity to be my man, even after you had did what you did. And you would have never been the type of person who could have ever been someone because my family are Duprees. And you come from nothing. And you were nothing until I met you.
You watch and see what I did. Anita's eyes were saying, you ready to rumble? Kitty Cat is an Anastasia 2.0. Jessica and Sam over there like, girl, I agree that Cat is nosy just like her. Diva with that horrible dye job, she paid a lot of money for that frost tip. I'm sorry. Anastasia is the OG Cat. Cat is not like that at all. There is no comparison to Cat and this lady. Mona was battling those lashes and flashing all 32s. They dressed Mona like a marshmallow, like a marsh church lady. You know what? They did, though. Molly needs to loose that necklace. Mona is giving our Sale Mary Kay on the side. With a little shafafa on the side. Anastasia attacked Anita and Samantha for her not having a drop of Dupree blood, just like Kat always attacking Eva's pedigree. TJ, the point of saying that she should not have been born, make that make sense. Well, see, that's what I was saying. I'm saying this is mirroring who Kat is, and that is why I desperately want them to turn the corner with Kat. I don't want to see Kat act like this all the time. I don't want Kat to be that. I don't want that to be for Kat. I just don't. I want that for Kat. I want to see Kat grow. I want to see Kat turn into a butterfly. Like, I really want to see Kat just be one of my favorite in the end, you know? I love Mona, though. I love Mona, too, be on purpose. Isn't she nice? I like her. And she's so talented. This lady in real life, baby, she is talented, okay? But Kobe's a good actress. Kat gets talked about even when she's not on screen. That's true. That's true. That's true. I think she is a good actress. And she does get talked about when she's not on screen. Like Leslie used to as well. I love Mona too. I connect to Mona. They should make her relate to Lynette like that's her aunt. Or related to, that would be interesting. Then she'd be like, girl, you know you ain't got no business out here scamming. You still scamming. Nicole is a tease. What? You think so? Shanice should have waited to make those pancakes. Terry was giving Lenny Williams, you know I love you more than a man should do. Yeah, you're lying. Hey, Kelly S. Great idea. Yeah, it would be good. Let's keep them connected. But what y'all think about Mona and Randy? Randy got enough muscles. I want muscles too. Yeah, Mona, I can see that for you good. But we're going to need them to youngen up your outfits. Okay. Anita should hire an accounting firm to count the votes. Anita ain't going to have to do nothing. Anita about to make it do what it do. That's what Anita about to do. Because Anita was like, okay, girl, this the way you want to play it. Let go. Let go. Cancer or no cancer, baby. Anita is for it. She's ready. And you better hope Bernie don't find out what you say. Cause if that was your husband, I don't know if that was your husband, son, or grandson sitting over at the table with you, but he don't look like he can fight. He don't. He don't. And you know Danny better not, you baby, you know Danny better not find out what you say. You know Danny or Cat better not find out what you said. Because you and Cat facing off with each other. Now, I would like to see y'all read each other down. I would like to see the two women with pedigrees read each other down. Now, I hope somebody thought to do it. Let Cat do it. Let Cat do it. All right, y'all. Well, listen. Tomorrow, I'm looking forward to us coming in here and having a panel. So I hope that we will have our 5 sponsors so that we can get our panel on. I know that some of you still got some things that you're going to want to say about it because I'm standing on what I said. Before we get out of here, let's take a minute to thank the mods and the rest of the gang.
KB Mommy, Bilo Didi, Destiny H, Cousin Linda, Elaine T, Belinda Hill, and the Raven Maniac. Thank you.
Raven Maniac said, Jasmine said it's about to be game on. She ready. She ready. Okay. He says, I don't think Mona's going to be good with Randy's occupation. She may out Haley and Randy's scam. Listen, let me tell you something. The way Mona was looking at him, she about to bring him a plate of tater salad and cornbread and black-eyed peas and yams and whatever. Especially them yams. Heavy on the yams. Heavy on the yams. She about to bring them yams. It's about to be a plate. It's raining yams. Hallelujah, it's raining yams. Amen. Look. It's about to be raining yams. I like Randy and Mona. Want to see more. Maybe Lynette, her niece, and there will be conflict when Randy realizes the connection. That would be interesting. You know, be on purpose, they need us. I need for you to tell Quarlton, I don't know his real name offhand, but I need you to tell Quarlton that we need for this to happen. Okay, see if they can write that in for us, because I got a feeling it's about to be raining yams over there for Mona and Randy. Randy Smandy. Sammy Randy. Yes, sir. I think we about to unleash them arms out of them tight jackets for a minute. They're gonna be at the gym or something. She's gonna be like, I know I need to lose some weight. Like the man said, you look fine to me. No, my other wife was a big girl. Yeah, she was. She was a big girl too. Yeah, he gonna be like, just come to the gym with me. Then Randy gonna unleash them arms on y'all. Y'all ain't ready. I done seen Randy outside of the show with them arms and things out, baby. Randy. Okay, Randy was schmizing at Mona. He was. Sarah, smile. You know what she looking like to me? This is the song that pops in my head, right? My first love, your every step that I take, your every breath I make, and I want to share all my love with you. You will always be my endless love. Baby, it's about to be raining yams. I don't care what y'all say. Okay, hey Frank D Life. All right, y'all. That's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much to everyone who hung out with me live. My replay crew. Hold on one second. Let me change this picture up so this is the last thing you see. My replay crew. To those of you, thank you as well. And of course, my amazing moderators for keeping things moving in the chat. I truly appreciate you all. Now, don't forget, tomorrow night is our Friday night fish fry and family feud. That's the night we open up the panel and really get into it. But also remember, in order to open up that panel, we do need our sponsors for the live. So if you've been thinking about sponsoring a show, tomorrow night is the night, because that's how we make the open panel happen. So make sure you come back ready, bring your opinions, and let's have a good time tomorrow. And as always, I hope that you guys have had a great day. But if not, there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? I'll be here to argue with y'all tomorrow. All right, bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.